And welcome back. Welcome. Kind of don't know where I was. I mean, I just recorded yesterday too, but for some odd reason I'm blank where I'm at. I'm like, I know it's the Essex County Express, but hopefully we can do better this time. We already did pretty good last couple of times. Let's hopefully it doesn't do it again. Let's move her up a little bit. Still have that clear. I didn't notice that in the other videos. But the last one was also during the morning. Alright. Essex County Express. Recent events in the museum has forced you to reevaluate Armitage's tale about Dunwich. It can't be a coincidence. However, Whitley, the Necronomicon, the creature from Dunwich, and the people and creatures who attack you here in Arkham, everything must be connected. You're certain now where you must head, the lonely, dismal town of Dunwich. You consider telling the Massachusetts State Police what you know, but the negative consequences outweigh the potential gain. Given the nature of your story, they will likely write your stories off as an absurd hoax. Worse, they could lock you up. After all, you were present in an illegal speakeasy and you also trespassed in a museum. Instead, you decide to head to Dunwich yourself in order to investigate further. But we saved the head curator, though, so he would be able to help and tell us what happened. Not to mention there was a dead body in there, too. But, yeah. You pack everything you think you might need and manage to get some rest for the night. In the morning, you head to the train station on the north side and purchase a last-minute express ticket. Dunwich is several hours by train northwest along the Miskatonic River Valley. There is no train station in Dunwich, but you manage to phone one of Armitage's acquaintances in the small village, a man by the name of Zebulon Whitley, who was present during the events several months ago. Armitage's notes indicate that Whitley family is spread across many branches. Some decadent and unscrupulous, others undecayed and otherwise untouched by the nefarious and diabolic rites. According to Armitage, Zebulon's branch of the family lies somewhere in between the decayed and undecayed Whitleys, who knew of the traditions of his ancestors but were not corrupted by them. He agrees to pick you up at the closest station and drive you into town. As the train departs Arkham, you feel that the events of previous nights is catching up to you, and exhaustion sets in. But before you can safely reach your destination, the train car suddenly rumbles and shakes, starting you out of your reverie. The train loudly scales to a violent halt and you hear a rattling noise behind you. Alright, so everything's been set up. So I also have to put a -2 modifier in my chaos bag. I do not remember if I did that or not. So let's look at what we have currently. Alright, so I also noticed when I put in a blessing, I actually put one of the curses. And alright. So easy is supposed to have 2 -2s, so we're supposed to have 2 -3s. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, I did put it in properly, I just couldn't remember. My head's all not right there right now. Oop. And I dropped a piece. Alright, let's put these in first. Second time this campaign I did that. There it is. And it's the Elder Sign. Good thing I found it. I don't actually have another Elder Sign. Despite me owning 2 copies, I don't know what happened to my first set. Alright, so let's go ahead and get everyone ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Scene of the crime, that will definitely work. Keep faith, that will be helpful. Something worth fighting for. Vicious blow. I think we're going to keep what we have. So we start with 3 resources on him. And Daisy, get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, she can't have this. And I want to try to get deduction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because that's definitely helped me. And I don't. No deductions just yet. I have Esoteric Atlas, which isn't going to help me whatsoever. delve too deep, but I'm kind of scared about delve too deep right now, especially in this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that. Alright, so Agenda 1A, A Terror in Reality. As the train to Dunwich comes to a jarring stop, you look out the window behind you and see an immense tear in the sky, like a rip in a piece of cloth. Several of the rearmost train cars are pulled backwards, and there's a dreadful metallic crush as they depart, detached. The train cars topple upwards and into the rift in the sky. Nearby passengers are panicking. Others are cowering in their seats, and one elderly man has fainted in fear. Act 1A. Run. The train is stopped on a bridge high above the Miskatonic River. You might be able to survive the fall, but you don't like your chances. Your best bet is to make your way to the engine car as fast as you can and get the train running again. So, everything's connected, from left to right. We don't do the forest on the first one. We cannot enter the train car unless we get all the clues, which is why I was hoping Daisy would start out with deduction, but she didn't. Alright, Tommy. Let's play Prepare for the Worst, because we need to get a weapon out as soon as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have Becky, and that will definitely help us. Just one action. I was like, oh, we couldn't use the cash because we can only use anything attached to stick to the plants once per turn. Alright, so next action I'll spend for Becky. And then we'll go ahead and investigate. We're up by 1, 0, so we get 1. Alright. Daisy's turn. Okay. The Esoteric Atlas really won't give me anything because I can't move 2. So we're just going to spend 1 action to put on Encyclopedia. And for the next turn, next 2 turns, Blessed, -2. So we get that, and it goes out of the bag. And 1 more. -2, 4, we beat it by 1. Alright. So we're not out of this train yet. Oh, forgot to put this on Becky. Alright, so each one gets a card. Tommy, you get Take the Heart. Daisy, Knowledge is Power. That would be very helpful, actually. Yeah, I could use that to own my Esoteric Atlas. Choose a tome you control. Resolve an ability on that asset. Ignore it at all costs. And then if the asset was in your hand, discard it and draw 1 card, if it was in my hand. I could basically use this. I won't be able to resolve it, though, but I can still use it. It just won't work. So, we'll discard. Basically, it's a free discard. Alright, Alright, 1 Doom on the train. Daisy, Terror from Beyond. Choose fallen card types. Okay, do I want to keep the event? That is an event. What about assets? Tommy wants assets. This is actually pretty tough to think. I know I have 2 Vicious Blows, and I'm going to need it. Oh, there's my little Dunwich horror. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. I decided to go with events. So, event goes away, this goes away, delve too deep goes away. Alright. So, I can't use my scene of the crime. Can't use keeping faith. Maybe I should have said asset. I forgot it was only just worth fighting for that Tommy had. Oh well. Alright, Tommy. Let's see what you have. Grappling Horror. If you're engaged, you cannot move. Alright. Good. That ain't bad at all, actually. Alright. Everyone's turn. Since it's grappling horror is attached to Tommy, we'll go ahead and have Daisy use the encyclopedia for free for Tommy to increase his fight by 2. And then we're going to search. 1 blessing. -1. We get it. That's the last clue. One there. So she has 2 actions left. And then she's going to move over here to this train car. Only 1 asset. 4. Sleeping car. Sleeping car is connected to location, blah, blah, blah. Gain 3 resources. Remember that you have stolen a passenger's luggage. Now this is funny because in this campaign, even though it says remember that you've stolen someone's luggage, it actually doesn't do anything. Now in the Return To version, the updated pack, I'm not sure if that does or doesn't, but yeah, that's still hilarious. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab that 1 clue. We're only up by 1. Auto fail. Yeah, that'll bother me too much. Alright, Tommy. You are going to play 1 Becky and Vicious Blow. So this will kill him if it hits. And it gets +2 because of Esoteric or Encyclopedia. So you got 6, 8, 9, +1, 10 to his 3. He's dead. And then, let's see, and Vicious Blow doesn't give me anything. You're going to move by 1. How do I want to do this? I have 1 action left. I'm just going to go ahead and use my emergency. No, you don't use emergency cash. Just use that ability to get 3 resources. Tommy, the rookie cop's going to steal. And that's the end of his turn. Yep, he attacked, moved, then used the event. Alright, so everyone gets 1 resource. Daisy, you get another guts. Tommy, let me handle this. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so 1 doom on the agenda. Daisy, Arcane Barrier, attach to your location. To move in or out, test will 4. If successful, discard ink. Otherwise, either cancel the effects or to move. What's the top? Oh, that's not good. Alright. That's actually fine. She has 2 guts. We're going to use that. Alright, Tommy, and you have Rotten Remains. Test 3 will. So I'm at 1 will. Let's see, do I want to use my Take Heart? Because there's a good chance I'm going to fail this. And I do not want to use my... I have 2 guts on Daisy. But I want to make sure to use this to make sure she can grab that. So... you know what? Let's go ahead and do Take Heart. So in case if I do fail, I get something good out of it. -1. So I am done. I lost by 1 point. So I lose, for each point I fail, I gain 1 horror. And because I failed, my Take Heart takes effect. Which is, I gain 2 free resources for free. Tommy's like rolling in the money. Someone who's indebted, and then draw 2 cards, which is Survival Knife and a 45 automatic, which I can't use because Becky's holding up everything. Alright, so Daisy, you're going to go ahead and use Encyclopedia to increase your book. So you're at 7 versus Europe. You're up to 3. Elder Thing, -3. So we beat it. Thank goodness we used the Esther. Grab this 1 clue. And now we can move over here. An additional cost to move in or out to attach. Test 4. So we're going to play 2 guts. No, we can't play 2 guts. I just realized. Because maximum 1 per test. Crap. I do not want to use something worth fighting for just yet. But I'll have Tommy use Let Me Handle This. to increase it by 1. So she's at 4, 6. So it's up by 2. Which is -1. So yeah, we pass. Thank goodness. So this Arc and Parry gets, if successful, discard this. Discard. So she gets to move and she still has 1 action left. Passenger car. And Guts gives her another card, which is the Necronomicon. +1 book, and I can automatically gain free resources because of Daisy. Alright. Passenger card connected to the left and right of it. After you enter, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least 2 fists, or take 2... I have no fists, so she's taking 2 damage. That hurts. Especially for Daisy. Alright. After you enter, you must either discard from your hand or take 2 damage. So she still has 1 left, and I'm just going to spend 2 to put the Necronomicon in her hand. That's her actions. Alright, Tommy. What sucks is Tommy doesn't have 2, so he's going to take 2 damage. So he moves. That's 1 action. She's going to take 2 damage, but that's not fine because he's full. He's alright. He's going to draw a card. Guts. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then spend 3 to play something we're fighting for. And that's the end of his turn. Alright, so everyone gets 1 resource. And then we all draw a card. Tommy gets another survival knife, which we could have used earlier. Daisy, you get Inquisitive Mind. That'll be very helpful. And then another Doom. We play a card. She gets Rotten Remains, which will play her Guts. So she's up by 2. -2. She passed. Gain 1 card. And it's Ward of Protection, but it's only for her. Alright, Tommy. Broken Rails. Each investigator at your location, that includes her, loses 1 action. Each investigator with 4 or more damage also discards an asset. No one has 4 or more damage, so we all start at 2 actions. Alright. So, Daisy, for your free action ability, we're going to increase your built book by 2. And then she's going to try to get those 2 clues off it. 0, she gets 1 of those clues, and -1, she gets the other clue. And that's all her actions. She's calling all these clues, but we can't use them. Alright, Tommy, your turn. I guess the first thing you should do is go ahead and move forward. So that's 1 action. There's 2 on here. The parlor car. Parlor car cannot be investigated. Spend 3 resources to discover 1 clue on here. Alright. So, bam, bam. Bam. Gain 1 clue. That's the end of our actions. Alright, so Doom continues, so bam bam. The agenda, we're finally farther than we were. I mean, well, I think we only moved 1 car over before we lost, but yeah, I think we lost on the 2nd or 3rd turn. Alright. The rearmost car of the train detaches as it is pulled backwards. To your horror, it rises off the tracks and is consumed by the gate above you. Remove the leftmost location from the game, or place it in the victory display if it has victory X, or no clues on it. Each investigator at that location is defeated. Each enemy and asset at the location is discarded. Discard all clues controlled by the investigators. So all these clues go away. Agenda 2A. The mall widens. The tear grows larger and you can feel the rearmost car of the car shaking as it pulls backward. The situation threatens to erupt into chaos as more passengers realize the danger they are in. Some passengers are looking for places to hide, while others are running around the compartments in terror. Ooh. So yeah, as we keep going, these things are going to keep getting destroyed. Alright, Daisy. Let's do this. An Acolyte. Spawn at any empty location, gain 1 card. So, we'll put you right there. And you get started with the Doom. Tommy, Ancient Evils. Crap baskets. Alright. So, how are we going to do this? Gloria could move, use the Necronomicon to get free 2 actions, grab the clue, then move again. That means Tommy can come in and kill that guy, and probably without even... Let's not use the Necronomicon. That guy has 3 fights. I have up to 4. And I do not want to use Becky, because I'll lose Becky if I do. I don't want to use Vicious Blow. I can use 2 of my survival knives to get up, but do I want to use my encyclopedia? I think that's what I want to do. I'm okay. I think I'm okay with credits or resources with Daisy. So she's gonna move 1 over. Use her free action encyclopedia to increase Tommy's fight by 2. Spend 3 clues to gain this. She wants 1 action left, and then she's going to move over here, which means the Acolyte will actually try to be at her, which is fine. Passenger car. After you enter the passenger car, you must discard a card from your hand with at least 1 or take 1 horror. I do not want to lose my Word of Protection or my Inquisitive Mind, so we're not doing that. So we're just going to go ahead and take 1 horror. It's fine, Daisy. Tommy, I actually kind of want to get horror because this will actually help me put more items on Becky. Alright, so she grabbed, move, and she can, if she grabs another one, she will be hit by the Acolyte. I just realized that. Ugh. Well, that sucks. I don't want to hurt her anymore, so she's just going to end her turn there. Alright, Tommy. Which I'm pretty sure you can relinquish your turns if you want to. Alright, Tommy. Let's move 1 over and shoot at this guy. You're at 6. So you're up by 3. Don't shoot... Oh, and now I'm going to take 1 her, which will put it on something worth fighting for. Yeah, we're just going to punch him. We're not going to use Becky. -2. At 5, we beat him. That means that goes away. So we moved, fought. We can still grab an item, which I definitely want to do. So it's we're up by 2, so 0. We gain 1 clue. All right. Doom, had we not killed the Acolyte, that would have bought this up. Oh, I forgot to do the upkeep. So Tommy gets 1. Daisy. Daisy gets the Necronomicon, the other one, the bad version. So the thing is, this requires us to have one of our hand assets. So both of these have assets too. So we need the encyclopedia in case we need it. So I'll just get rid of the good Necronomicon. And Tommy, you get Beat Cop. That's worth it. Alright, so Daisy, you get Broken Rails. Each investigator location. No. We are going to use Word of Protection to cancel that out, and she'll take 1 horror. But the something we're fighting for can be assigned to other horror dealt to other investigators. So instead of putting the horror on her, I can put it on that, which works perfectly because we can basically charge up Becky. 3. Okay, Tommy, what are you gonna get? Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control. Ugh. Which I guess will be Becky at this point. Yeah. We're gonna have let Becky go. If we find it in our deck, we have to put it in our deck and shuffle. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Have a copy of that asset card, then take 2 horror, which I have something worth fighting for, which isn't so bad, but oh well. We tried to keep Becky, but we couldn't do it. 1, 2, 3, and self-sacrifice, overpower, and the 45 automatic. That's fine. Alright. I think we're going to have Tommy go first. I was hoping to play both this and that, but I'm not going to be able to. So we'll play 1, taking 3 resources. He's not going to have a weapon this turn. Is that considered fast? No, it's not. So he might get hit. That's fine. He still has some more fun. So it's 2 actions. I wanted to use this, but I can't because it sticks to the plan. I would have 5. So if I put that out, yeah. So what we'll do, we're going to spend 4 to bring out .45 automatic. I should just put it over here. So I want to make sure I have a weapon out for whatever is coming our way. We have 1 action left, and we're going to use that to explore. +1. We definitely got the last one. All right, we're doing very well, but we have no idea how it's going to end because the train. This is one of the scenarios where we don't know. There's 3 different engine cars, so there's 3 different ways to beat this campaign, and if the return to adds 1 or 2 more ways. All right. So I forgot to put 3 horror on this, but it doesn't matter. We're not gonna use that. Actually, I just realized I could actually move 1 horror to Daisy, but no, it says to Daisy. That's a sign, and so you can't assign it to anyone else. So I was thinking you could assign it to something worth fighting for, but I don't think that's possible. All right, well, Daisy, you're moving. Ooh, that's a lot of clues we have to go by. 1, 2, 3, 6 clues. The path. After you enter, you must discard at least 2 or take 2. Oh, Jesus Christ! She's taking 2 damage. That's not good at all. 1 more damage, she's out. I'm gonna have to be very careful with her. So, yeah. If Tommy was next to her, she could use that 1 ability to get her. Basically, when you assign damage to her, you assign damage to that. Something like we're fighting for, but for damage. She still has 2 actions. She's gonna go ahead, explore twice. -1, she got it. And if it's not an auto fail, it's fine. +1, she got 2. Alright, horror. Maul moves. The next car is ripped backwards with violent force, and a middle-aged man hangs from his fingertips as the car flies unhinged towards the rift. In the moments, the car is consumed whole, and the man lets go rather than be pulled in the void. He starts to fall, but is caught by the rift's force and pulled inside it anyway. Remove the leftmost car Move the leftmost location from the game. Place it in the victory, but there is none, so don't worry about it. And where did I put the other one? Don't remember where I put it. Oh, I'll put it right here. Actually, yeah, that's where I did it with it. Discard all clues controlled. That's fine. Alright. So, we forgot to do the FT phase. Crap. Tommy gets 1, Daisy gets 1, Daisy gets water protection, which we'll definitely need. Tommy, you get True Grit, which is exactly what I was talking about. That's what I needed. Definitely using that. I was thinking about using Beat Cop, but that's not going to be able to. Alright, so Daisy. Place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist. If there's no cultist, play their counter deck. No. We are playing Ward of Protection. We're not spawning anything with Doom. Tommy gets... You cannot play Asset or Events, which is exactly what I wanted to do. So, crap. So I can only do skill cards for Tommy. Alright. This is what we'll do. Daisy. Oh, I forgot to draw. Did I forget to draw? Because I still have the 2 cards. Yeah, because he got True Grit. What did Daisy get? Shit, because I've been stuck with Atlas, Esoteric Acid, and Acquire Mind. I forgot to draw, but we're not going to worry about that. No, we drawed the Ward of Protection. That's what it was. I was like, wait, am I going crazy? Probably. Alright, Daisy. Let's discover these clues. Skull. X is the agenda. -3. You still got it. So that's 1. +1, 2. -1, 3. So we got 3 clues. And that's all our actions. Tommy's going to move over since he can't play anything. Then he's going to investigate. By up by 2. -2, so he barely gets it. He still has 1 action left. So he moves into this car. The left click car, victory 1. There's 4 icons on here. 3. So we advance immediately. The investigator entering the engine car reads the following out loud. A tender car filled with coal blocks your way to the engine cab, swallowing your fear as you climb out to the nearby window and clamber into the roof of the train. Making your way across the tender car, the steady backward motion of the tracks makes it difficult to you if you keep your footing. As you get close, a winged creature swoops down from above, and its body composed of piping hot steam. Either test fight or test foot. Attempt to dodge, attempt to door. We're going to try to endure this thing. So, we need to beat a 3. We're up by 1. So we're going to play 2 survival knives. So we'll be up by 3. And if I fail, I get a physical trauma. Skull. Up by 3, so we beat it. Yep. It's at 6 and I'm at 6. So we beat it. Get the train running. You managed to make it to the engine cab, but now you have the engine started again so you can outrun the pulling force. If there's no clues, then this car immediately advance. So we need to get that car going. So, yeah. Wait, was that going over to 1 was this the last action, or was it 2? What was he doing? There was 1, so he attacked, moved, so he has 1 extra he can do. Alright, so I'm definitely going to be using Ever Vigilant next turn, which will use my True Crit. That will definitely help Daisy. I'm not sure Beat Cop's worth it, but unless we're going to kill something. She's going to be the only one to be able to get in these clues. Hopefully she's going to get some deduction. That will definitely help clear it all out at once. So we need 2. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Let's just draw a card to get some tests. Jessica Hyde. Alright. It's the end of your turn. Alright, Daisy. And oh, you already spent the clues to get the last of those. Alright, so everyone gets resource. Daisy, you get St. Herbert's Key. Not that helpful. Tommy, you get something worth fighting for. Alright. Doom. Daisy, you get... Spawn at any empty location. At the end of the Mythos phase, place 1 Doom on him. Put him right here. We're not dealing with his crap. Tommy, Arcane Barrier. It's cost to move into or out of. Oh, jeez. Alright. Otherwise, discard the top 5 cards of your deck. So this is what we're going to do. Tommy, we'll have Tommy go first. Tommy's going to move to activate this, and he's going to use Guts. We don't want to use True Grit. We want something worth fighting for. So he's up by 2. Yeah, it's up by 2. Auto fail. Discard the top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You must either cancel it. Oh wait, no, that's cancel. I still won't. So yeah, I just failed that. So I still have 2 actions left with him. Crap! I was really hoping to do that. Spend 3 to put True Grit in and draw a card. Darren. Okay, that's not gonna help. All right. So when I additional cost to move into or out of, she's still technically in this, so I can't use my Inquisitive Mind. I can use St. Hubert's Key. No, I can't. I only have one. Oh, wait, no, my Encyclopedia. Duh. So I'm up by 1, and then I'll just put this out here. So I'm up by 2. I can't have another auto fail, but I can still fail by 3, which is a 0. Whew. Arcane Barrier gets discarded. She has 2 more actions left. She'll play Inquire in Mind. You get 1. It's +1, she gets 1. And she'll just do it by, she's only up by 1 to normal action. 0. So we're going to be able to beat this next turn as long as we survive this. Alright, so end of the phase. He doesn't hunt, so it doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. Daisy, you get deduction, which we could have used earlier, but that's fine. Tommy, you get let me handle this, which will work perfectly. What that? Because we need to make sure Daisy stays alive. All right. 1 Doom goes into the Wizard of the Order at the end of the Mythos phase. Place 1 Doom on him. So he's basically something you have to kill really quick. Otherwise, if you let him out. But if you basically, if you're in the beginning of the game, you need to kill him quick. But we're near the end of this anyway, so we put this one here. Doesn't matter because we only need 1 more Doom. Ancient Evils. Ancient Evils gonna pull it up. That's hilarious. I can't stop it. So this actually does get pulled because this says if it can do that. 2 of the cars closest to the gate are severed from the rest of the train by a sheet of impossible hot steam, which slices through the metal like a knife through butter. The cars are sucked upwards and fly into the gate. Something above the train lets out a terrible screech through your ears. It's like a shrill sound of a broken steam pipe. Blah, blah, blah. So this guy goes away because he's basically gets discarded. It's like, yes, let me up there. That's his fault that he died. Oh, cultists. Each investigator is defeated on that location. Each enemy and asset are discarded. Lose all clues. And because, oh wait, because that one was victory, it stays up there. We have drawn in. The 4th agenda. The gate crackles with power as the strength increases. Dirt and rocks from the edge of the bridge behind you are torn from the ground, and trees are uprooted and pulled into the gate. One younger passenger smashes the window of your car and shouts, "We gotta get out of here!" He leaps out of the window, but before it lands in the river below, he's snatched by the talons of a swift, blind creature and carried out of sight. A trail of steam is left in the creature's wake. Alright, Tommy, what do you get? Enormous monstrosity. Spawn to the location on your right, or if there are location where there is no monsters. So that's funny. So yeah, this guy is attached to him, which does have victory. Tommy, can you kill him? I think we can, actually. And I think we will. Alright. I do not have beat cop. So, Tommy, your first action is to play Vicious Blow. Deals +1 damage and use your automatic to try to kill this thing, because I think we can get that that victory. Ooh, sweet! So we get to move stuff around. We'll put this over something we're fighting for. So this breaks. It gives us 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this, instead of discarded, goes back in here. I do want to keep this on Tommy because I want to make sure that Daisy stays safe. If she gets hit, she'll use the True Grit. So that was 1, 2, 3 damage on him. We hit him for 1 more time and he's dead. So we'll do another automatic, but this time I was like, where's my cards? There they are. We'll use Darren. Commit only a skill test during an attack or evasion. 3 pips. That enemy gains retaliate and alert for the skill test, and then draw 1 card afterwards. As long as I don't get an auto fail, I'm pretty sure I can beat him. +1, yeah, I definitely beat him. Alright. Which means he's dead and I get to draw a card. He goes in the victory pile. Dr. Francis Morgan. He's like, he finally gets, he's like sleeping the entire time. He's like, what's going on? Oh, this goes away. At this point, he's not going to be able to get that, but he'll play Ever Vigilant. Play 1, 2, 3. Put Beat Cop down. And then 1, 2 to put Jessica Hyde in. And I'll give her. She starts out with 2 damage on her already, but she heals at the end. Alright. So, Daisy, a nice. Yeah, that's the end of his turn. Alright, Daisy. Let's beat this game. Basically, use this to increase her lore by 2. Deduction, which increases it by 2 up to 4. So she has 9 against 4. -1, she gets it, and she gets both of these. Bam! The engine roars to life and kicks into motion. You shovel coal in the engine's firebox and relieved to see that the train is moving forward along the tracks once again. Whew. Alright, we did it this time. Unlike last time, we just died really quick. We actually got through it. I'm loving this. So, let's see the better resolution. Alright. Resolution 1. You breathe a sigh of relief as the gate behind the train collapses harmlessly upon itself. A few passengers who survived the ordeal seemed unable to comprehend what just happened. One passenger mentions a pipe bursting in the rear car, and it quickly becomes an explanation for the innocent and the ignorant. Those who either cannot or choose not to delve further into the mystery. You, on the other hand, know better, although in hindsight, you wish you didn't. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X. So, we all earned 1, 2, 3 victory. So, that's not too much victory, but you know what? We got through this. I'm happy. Alright, so that was the Essex Express. Hope you guys see you next time. Bye-bye.